Today, I'll be sharing the exact strategies that some of our top producing final expense agents are using in order to close more sales and basically keep them at an elite top producing level. First, please give the video a like, and we do suggest subscribing if you're new to the channel. We're putting out new insurance sales content and final expense sales training videos just like this all the time. The best agents that I've ever worked with or trained all do these same things in order to make it easier to close the sale. During our sales presentation process, we get the clients to tell us that they need the insurance. We get them to tell us who the beneficiary is. So we know they got money, they got a budget, they trust you, there's rapport being built, and they even like you. And yet, once the client starts with the, okay, well, I need to think about it nonsense, this is when the professionals handle it like a pro, because that's what they are. And this is when most agents completely flop and totally blow what I believe can be the easiest laydown sales in the world. Stick around and I'm going to show you how to get both my 8-carrier niche sheet and the Social Security billing calendar that's going to show the exact day that your clients are going to get paid their Social Security, disability, or even their VA benefits every single month so that you actually set up the draft correctly and without fail. The one thing that we've come up with for our independent agents is a way to take a lead and make it a higher intent lead by giving the client an option to either hit a call now button or set an appointment on the agent's calendar. And guys, interesting enough, we set this up for a very small amount of money compared to what like these funnel advertising companies are selling this stuff for. So here's the point. If you can figure out a way to get your leads to set an appointment and then simply do what we do, which is to prioritize the appointments first and then the leads who don't set an appointment second, you're going to immediately get in contact with more people. Two of the things that we do with our leads form, and I'm probably giving out more information than my business partners and colleagues would want me to share. We've added 2 questions on the lead form that let the client know that this is about getting a quote and or buying burial life insurance. Whether they answer these questions or not, they 100% know what they are filling out and requesting information about. So there's no bait and switch, not with our leads, and therefore the intent is as high as it gets, guys. Question number 1. Who will the beneficiary be for the life insurance? Number 2, what is your monthly budget for the insurance? They don't have to answer these questions to complete the form, but the fact that they do see these questions takes away any doubt about what this insurance is for. So all you really need to do is not screw up the sale. So first strategy, get the highest intent lead you can get without breaking the bank. Second, you need a lot of them. Honestly, guys, at least 20 to 30 exclusive leads a day. That's the start. The ideal scenario, and this is what all of my top agents do, is you want to have no less than maybe 100 new leads that are, both coming in daily and completely exclusive every single week. And that's 100 leads per week minimum. Our top agents generally want more like 200 leads a week. And with these 200 leads per week, believe it or not, come 10 to over 15 preset appointments every single day. Guys, don't take this the wrong way, but you are in no way a capable salesperson if you can't succeed with this many leads and appointments of this type of quality and high intent. So number 1, you got the leads. Number 2, let's talk about doing the work. Here's where it gets interesting. With 150 to 200 leads and a bunch of appointments, you've got enough leads to keep busy for honest to goodness, 50 plus hours per week. And yet, half the agents that we see come through the industry won't even put in full-time hours, not even close. It's they just can't handle the grind. So everybody says they want to work from home, but the simple fact is that without somebody standing over you and micromanaging you, you're most likely going to fail. And you should definitely not attempt to work independently from home. So number 2, doing the work is really all about making the dials so that you can get in contact with enough people and therefore make enough presentations, which allows you to get in the talk time. My goal is to get in no less than 5 to 6 hours of talk time per day. Now, in order to make this happen, even with 150 plus leads per week, the top agents are easily making, believe it or not, around 150 to potentially over 200 dials each and every day. With new exclusive leads, you'll only need to put in a few hours worth of dial time to get in that 5 to 6 hours of talk time, which now just turned your workday into easily an 8 to 10 hour day. Now, I'm not saying you do this 7 days a week. This is basically Monday through Friday. And this is assuming you can close and you don't screw up the sale. This is how you actually earn 200 grand a year. So now you might be thinking, well, Doug, if I put in half the dials, around 75 to 100 each day, then I should still be able to earn around $100,000 per year, right? Wrong. The reason that this doesn't work, and I'm telling you, this is from 12 years of being an agency owner and training agents, is that if you're that lazy, you're probably not that good. So no. You'll just end up failing. And if you're trying to learn this business part-time, and that's why you're thinking that way, learning this business part-time while you're working another job, you're not gonna have the necessary energy needed to make a highly effective sales presentation with all the folks that you speak with. And you're probably never gonna get through the learning curve either. Again, doing the work is the most important part of this whole thing and is the strategy needed to make remote final expense sales actually work. So at the beginning of the video, I did talk about how the client is all hot to try and they got the money and they like you. And now you go to close them and then they start backpedaling. Let's assume you are capable and professional sounding on the phone. That's like the floor, the bare minimum. There's gonna be people that just roll over. They will. They're gonna buy, no hesitation. Not a lot, but some. They are completely comfortable in making this type of important decision now, but that's not what most of your best clients are actually gonna do. I have always felt and experienced that you gotta accept that people will hesitate and make excuses no matter what. It's just part of the process. When I make a presentation and the client starts with the, I gotta speak with the kids, I gotta think about it nonsense, I know it's a smokescreen. It's not a real objection. The true objection most likely has to do with cost or trust, even though we know they like you, and even though they don't say anything about affordability. Here's what you do. You simply stay positive, agree with them, and then dig back into the product part of the presentation. That's a big, important part, and you dazzle them with brilliance. Look, we use the techniques that you can find and read about. These things are laid out in The Way of the Wolf by Jordan Belfort. Get that book, it's really good. As simple as this may sound, the hard part for most people who consider themselves like salespeople is to actually have a system in place that is designed to turn objections into an opportunity to build value in the product you're selling. Meanwhile, you show them that you're smart and knowledgeable, a true professional in your field. I want my clients to know that they're lucky to have me and not the other way around, okay? Because that's not how it works. If you can do this, then you're a professional salesperson. If you can't do this, then you need to do the work on yourself and you need to change you now. Use these 3 strategies and you'll succeed at a very high level. 1, lots of exclusive, high intent leads each week. 2, put in the work and get in the talk time. And 3, use an actual system that is designed to take fake objections and turn them into opportunities, which is gonna build value in the products you're selling while you're building a rapport between you and the client. For a copy of the 8-carrier niche sheet along with the calendar of Social Security benefits, both of these I mentioned earlier, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com for more information on our remote sales platforms, whether it's the appointments platform for the independent agents or the free leads platform, which you would have to apply for. Just shoot me an email at that same address. As always, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now, get out there and whatever happens, make sure that you do something good for someone else today. Happy hunting.